Make sure everything's still streaming. All right. So, welcome to the GN show. I am the host, Gamer Nation, or excuse me, Father of the Gamer. Normally, I'm here with Devil Gaming. He is running a little bit late. He should be just joining us a little bit later. But today, our guest is Scouter715. How are you?
Hey, good. You? How's everything going?
Other than a little hiccup earlier with
Yeah,
the time zones. If people
or
didn't know, the internet doesn't know time zones apparently, and
apparently, or something. I don't know. I
it
just
derped
was
on
like,
us.
yeah. I just saw. I was like, yeah, I should go on Discord early, because I'm kind of hyped about it. And then,
You're like,
I seen all these messages. Oh, Timet is messaging me, and I'm like, oh, whoops. So I don't know. Miscommunication or time zones are dumb. It's okay. Uh, yes, it's good. Yeah, it's as I mentioned earlier. It's weird being on the other side of the podcast. Usually, I'm asking questions, being the host, but it's
absolutely.
weird being on this side.
Yeah, man. So tell us a little bit about your podcast. What
Well,
exactly do you podcast about?
so once a month, I try to do it on a monthly basis. Mostly, there's a group forums page called Toy Soldiers Unite.
Okay.
.com. It's basically based around fun. What if you know Dr. Steele? He's a steampunk musician, probably one of the famous steampunk musicians, and so his creativity was, or that's was his main goal is creativity instead of obviously bad things happening in the world. Well, let me create a world with fun. So he had this idea of fun, whatever you want to do for fun. Like you like to do podcasts. Like
Yeah.
there's it's like a forums group. So I used to do. So there's like divisions in this forums group. So my division is paranormal activity containment corps. I'm not. I want to say that I'm not very. No, I don't believe in it, but I like to rather hear stories that
Okay.
people who
Like scary stories,
experience it.
essentially. Like,
Well, no, like ghost stories of
yeah.
past, or like like Loch Ness monster. Obviously, I mean some things are. I mean, like aliens, for instance. Like theoretically, there could be aliens, like because there's a galaxy full of millions of stars and planets that we haven't even close to explore. So I'd rather hear those stories than like watch it on YouTube, watch it on
Yeah.
you know uh, watch it on TV or etc.
Okay.
Um, so I kind of believe it more hearing from that side. But there's other forums groups, so such as divisions. There's also Wisconsin Corps where I live, so we just talk about events that are happening around Wisconsin.
Okay.
Um, there's media, which is based on obviously YouTube stuff and podcasts and um, stuff like that. It's really so I originally started to just do interviews with you know with those divisions, but then I kind of translated with you know members of Toy Soldiers, like Silent
Absolutely.
Adol here is one of my last 3 months. 3 months he was my co-host.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, Silent Adol is a toy soldier that's in chat there, and so I did an interview with him, and there so I did an interview with him where he likes Cthulhu and I
Cthulhu.
like
Okay.
Cthulhu, so there's a division for people who
Cthulhu.
like H.P. Lovecraft or Cthulhu.
Okay.
So that's the basically gist of my podcast. I just do interviews with toy soldier members and so yeah,
Do
I have
you
fun. I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you podcast that on Twitch as well, or do you have? Where do you? Is that right on the Toy
I'm
Soldiers
kind
webpage,
of
or
yeah.
like if
Uh,
someone wanted to listen, how would they get there?
Mostly the toysoldiersunite.com
Okay.
website is the best way. I've been usually Sergeant Dutch, who's the he's the master of the website. I send up my files to there, and then it's posted on toysoldiersunite.com. Um, hopefully we just actually had a security brink this
Oh
week,
shit.
so the podcast got a little delayed. So I would have had Delina is this month. Spoiler alert. Uh,
Heard it first
Delina
here.
is yeah. Well, I usually announce people, for the next month, so it's not
Yeah.
really that surprising. I do have other guests that I definitely want to keep secret, like Professor Elemental.
Oh shit.
One of the he's one of the another popular steampunk musician, and I was like really excited when I did him. He was really open about doing the podcast with me because
Absolutely.
he also was a toy soldier. So yeah, toysoldiersunite.com. If you want to learn everything about fun, if you like the idea of fun, toysoldiersunite.com. So,
Check it out, guys.
um, yeah, and then yeah, I received the yellow jacket too, which is the highest ranking thing you could earn on Toy Soldiers Unite,
Oh
and Toy
wow.
Soldiers Member of the Week. So I try to promote. We do charities every month, every year. So
All right.
I try to promote this. Like this year, I was just so hyped about it, and I promoted it like crazy. I hope
Now
I
you
hope
also do stuff with Extra Life, right?
Yeah, I just joined Extra Life. Hmm, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. It wasn't that far ago. I'm
Okay.
just a new member. I usually with fundraising. I even with Toy Soldier Unite when they had a fundraising event. I always feel like I want to wait a year. Like I wanted to join. I could have joined last year, but I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I just want to get a feel of, Extra Lifers, of how they stream. Obviously, I trust Extra Life. It's not
Yeah.
like I trust, like, the charity's going to be like, I got your money. No,
We'll use it for
obviously,
this, but not
Extra.
really.
Right, right. So, I just want to see usually how general streamers stream, like Time at, Mulkins, Geek Tech. They all are just really excited about Extra Life, and just trying to obviously they're meant to just play the games, and
Yeah.
then everyone just get the feel of how they stream for charities,
It seems like Extra
and then
Life's really got that. I guess got the bull by the horns for streaming right now
exactly.
because everyone is using Extra Life. We've interviewed probably 4 or 5 people already who do some sort of charity work with Extra Life. So whatever they're doing, I think they're doing it right.
You're right. Yeah, I just started it, and I mean, we raised so for Toy Soldiers, it was like my first year we did it. I really didn't have Twitch yet. I
Okay.
didn't really know about it, so I just kind of did YouTube highlights, and then I still like, hey, you could still donate, obviously, but I still, then the last 2 years, I really had Twitch and then streaming and promoting it, and so I had those aspects of getting, like I said, getting the feel of the other streamers
How it
and then what the
works
charity's
and
about, and then even obviously Extra Life. It's just a great. Obviously, you know this. I don't need
yeah.
to tell you,
No,
but
no. I
Extra
go
Extra
ahead.
Life is just fantastic. I
Yep.
mean, uh, for everyone has been so helpful with Time At and Mulkins mostly,
Yeah.
and Geek Tech, just really helpful of setting that up and really reaching out to like, hey, how do I set this up? Because I have no idea. Once I get it set up, I'm good to go. But getting that setup
Getting there.
process is
Yep.
is really difficult for me, I guess. But like I said, I could always message these people, any extra lifers, and then they're pretty responsive of saying, "Hey, yeah, this is how you do it. Here's a thing I typed about how to do this." And
Yeah.
Mulkins
From what we've told,
is
it's a crazy. They have a crazy close knit community. Like
yeah.
they're all about raising the money for the hospitals and just having a good time. I mean, we had one streamer on the show who he had this giant beard, and he's like, you know what, we raised $1,000 for this charity. I will shave my beard that I've been growing for
Oh,
like a
Zai.
year. Yeah, yeah, you know Zai then.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Well, Zai had a challenge too, where if it's like shave the beard or not shave the beard. Obviously, his wife was his wife was like, shave the beard, and he's like, no, keep the beard. So obviously that was a great idea of promoting it.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah.
So,
So
when did you? You said you just started streaming like a year ago, right, or a year and a half ago?
it's been 3 years,
3 years. I thought you.
almost
Okay.
almost three. It's gonna be 3 years in October.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
What
but yeah,
What did you
that's
start streaming? When you started streaming, what
what.
were you streaming? Were you doing Destiny
First
as well,
one
or
was no. Oh God, no! I don't do first person shooters. So
no?
no,
Seems like we've been talking to
no,
literally everyone we've been talking to is like, "Oh, I love Destiny," but
nope.
I can't stand that
Sorry,
game.
sorry, Ty Matt.
Sorry about it.
Do I want Ty Matt to like me, or still, I could have her hate me? I guess. Oh, I don't like first. Well, I did Counter Strike when I first. Like my first game on the computer was Counter Strike,
Okay,
and
I'm
I just
absolutely
was I
horrible.
was decent at it. But I mean, I was decent at gun game, which is you start off with a pistol, and then once you kill like, let's say two
Okay.
people with a pistol, you upgrade to a magnum or something.
Yep.
Like that was great. I was decent at that. That's if there was like 4 or 5 people. If it was like a bunch of people, you'll be dead. So my first game I streamed was Don't Starve to Don't Starve,
Okay.
because I found out that like I was kind of playing around with the game and I saw like, oh, you could click. It actually had where you could stream it from the game to you don't have to
What?
open up OBS. Yeah, even Minecraft has that too. Um, some games have the stream capabilities in them, so I don't have to open OBS.
Yeah.
So I was streaming Don't Starve, and then my friend Techie5, he's also a toy soldier, was like, "Why is your quality bad?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm streaming straight from the game." He's like, "Why don't you do OBS?"
Okay.
So I know, and every October I try to do something Halloween themed,
Okay.
especially when I first started streaming is some more or less Halloween related of Don't Starve, um, and so that was yeah. So Techie5 also I have to mention him because I probably wouldn't be able to stream without him
He
because
kind
he's
of.
been helping me with drop frames to like pretty much every year too. Around when I started around October, something significant happens. So for instance, when I started streaming for the first year, the nearest server to me is Chicago.
Okay.
The Chicago servers just were gone, so I had to connect to New York. So I had to connect all the way. Obviously, the farther you go, the
The
less
less.
band,
Yep.
quality. Well, it's magic. Uh,
Science.
Science happens.
Particles
So I've
and.
been for a year. I connected to like it's been a while since they had Chicago servers back, and then last year around October it was like just basically the fact that I couldn't like I just had drop frames and connection issues that I was connecting. Like luckily enough, Chicago. I was like, oh my god, I finally there's the Chicago servers is back, and so I connected to it. And I had drop frames, connection issues. So Techie5 has just been really patient and assisting with it. It's just like, okay, let's figure this out. And
He's like that streamer Big
now
Brother.
yeah, he's definitely more techie. Obviously, is in his name.
Yeah.
It's more tech based. Of hey, if you want this, if you need help with computer issues, and he's a toy soldier, so he helped me out. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I feel like I broke the Chicago servers. So
You
those who
probably did.
connected to it blame me usually. So
You asshole! No, hey
yeah,
Ghost.
I'm a jerk.
Ghost, Devil is dead. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, he died. I killed him.
Yes,
No,
Scout killed him. Yeah.
that's
So,
just what I do.
a question I ask every guest is, how did you think of your name? We've had
Uh,
complex, explanations to like I just thought of it. So,
all right.
how did you come up
I
with that?
just I just did a random name generator and it came up Scouter. No, that's not as exciting. So I actually came up with Toy Soldiers. For Toy Soldiers Unite, there's different classes that there's four classes that you can be.
Okay.
There's a scout, a nurse, an engineer, or just just a toy soldier or a sword. Uh,
A,
soldier.
a
I can't say
soldier. A soldier.
it. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, you're good.
So I was like, well, which of these fits best to my personality? I picked. I was like, well, scouts. I like to, usually in real life, I'll say, someone will ask me, oh, like, we're at a banquet. Oh, they have food over there. Are they serving yet? No, I'll go over there and see if some people are taking the food or something like that. So I'll just like I'm like this quiet person. So like, that's why I feel like no one expects me to just roam around. I
Yeah,
feel like
you scouted out.
so I was like, I'll scout this out. So that's kind of, I was like, well, scout. I was like, okay, I'm going to pick scout. So out of usually scout is arranged for women at that time when I
Okay.
joined Toy Soldiers. Is the scouts were obviously they're Girl Scouts trying to spread propaganda for Toy Soldiers Unite.
All right.
Um, but there wasn't a there wasn't a male character. So I actually messaged, Toy Soldiers, or I think it was, I don't know, I think it was one of the main people, Sergeant Dutch. I said, you know what, can you, because he had artists, his artists draw some of these, and I was like, there isn't really an art, I wish there was a Boy Scout, a boy version of this, so I could kind of also, dress up as a scout, when
Yeah.
I'm at conventions. So he had, I feel like it was all part of me that I asked him. I was like, can I be a scout even though a scout is more girls?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you can. So I was like, okay, So I was like scouter. I was like, perfect. And then the numbers really I mean, basically, if you go on Toy Story Unite, it seems like most of the divisions and stuff have numbers and stuff. Have
Okay.
numbers, and some of the members have numbers as well. So I was like, you know what? I feel like I should put some numbers. So I said, I just actually put a random number 7, or just like 7. Okay, I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, oh wait, why am I putting 7? Why don't I just put one of my lucky numbers, 9, 15, 16, 20?
Okay.
So so 15, and there you go. I mean,
No, yeah.
Scouter, so 1 5, um, and it kind of flows together too. It really,
Scouter
when I
715,
do
yeah.
well, like also like I don't know if you watched any of my YouTubes or Twitch, but when I start off, I'll be like, "Hello and welcome back to Robot Attack. My name is Scotter15." It's just perfect. Um, I did when I was in college. I actually did radio show. I did a radio show,
Okay.
and I'm obsessed with the Killers, the band The
Yeah,
Killers.
yep, I know.
So I named my radio shows after the Killers. Um, and I'll say something along. One of their things they say during the concerts is they say something along the lines of "We're from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada." So I was like, okay, I could use that. I could say brought to you by way of fabulous WIPZ radio,
All
and it
right.
worked out. So I said, welcome back to Can You Read My Mind? Brought to you by the way of fabulous WIPZ radio. So it just does the station, obviously, if those who, well, probably no one knows, but that's what it was called. So I just used what the Killer said in concerts as part of my forte in my show. So um,
Now, was
the
the
name
radio.
Robot
Yeah, go ahead.
the name Robot Attack, actually, I was like, I can't think of anything significant with Toy Soldiers. I don't really want to say Toy Soldier
Yeah.
podcast. I was just like, that's lame. So I just kind of posted on their Facebook page. Toy Soldiers do have a Facebook page.
Okay.
So I said, give me a name of a podcast because I'm gonna do it. And someone said Robot Attack, and then people, I decided on, whoever got the most likes too. So I was like, yeah, that works. So that's kind of where how, also Robot Attack was appeared. It was just a vote, and
It's
I kind of stuck with it.
yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. So what would you call yourself? Are you a streamer, a YouTuber, a podcaster,
Both. I mean, all three. I
all
mean,
three?
all three. I mean, I do a lot of stuff. I
Yeah.
feel like
No,
I should
it's
I should lower my sanity, but or should increase my sanity if I've decreased or something. But
what do you do when you're not doing
lately,
one of those then?
watching YouTube. Like 90% of the time I'd be watching YouTube.
So
I just
so you do this for like a
I,
full-time job or
no, I just do it for fun.
so what do you do it for your like you're out of, the digital era?
Uh, that's it. I mean, I work obviously, but I mean, I have a job at the county courthouse.
Oh, okay.
It's just basic security. And then I also am a school board member for the school district that I represent. So
Oh,
in
that's
my
awesome.
city, so I had to run for that position, but I was like, oh, I'm a political science major, and this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, but just yeah, to the side, I lately it's been streaming, but the reason for that is my recording methods were incapable of recording anything. Basically, in short, my OBS wasn't recording my audio because you could actually record
Yeah.
your games that way. And Fraps, uh, it had it where I had a check mark where it says split every 60 gigabytes or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I had a video where it just caught up in chunks and like
Oh
5 minute
shit.
sections, and then I had to bring them all to the editing place, and then just I was like, I just want to record this video and just boom,
Yeah.
edit it a little bit and then launch it like today. So I was like, okay, I'll uncheck that, see if it works. So
Yeah.
I unchecked it and it worked. I'm like, fantastic. But at the time, it also didn't record all of my. It only recorded like 10 minutes. I'm like, where's the other 5 minutes?
Oh my gosh.
So my computer, I've actually figured this out myself. My computer actually had full memory. So I was like, okay, I have an external hard
Mm.
drive. I'll save it in there, and then I was like, okay, let's test this out. Just practice a 15-minute video, and it
Yeah.
all put together. So I'm like, okay, fantastic. I fixed it. I finally fixed something without, Techie Five's help or something. So actually, he did help me with the audio stuff with OBS, but
It's the small
it
victories.
right. But yeah, basically, well, so there is that there is a media player that opens up those files that I saved in OBS
Uh
that
huh.
it saved the audio, but it wasn't playing the audio in my editing software. So I had to
Strange.
open up Audacity because there's a system that it's called Voice Meter that
Okay.
I could actually record your voice if I'm on the podcast with you and have it on Audacity.
Ooh.
That's where my special guests can automatically record their end. I'm recording their end through Audacity. So
Okay.
I had to open up the game through another media outlet and then record it with Audacity with Voice Meter open, and then take that and then put the audio on the editing. So it was just a lot of work, and I'm like, all right, I just need to stop with YouTube until I fix this. I'm like, I'm done. I need to, because I can't go through this. I don't have
Yeah.
enough time to do this.
Absolutely.
I'm
Oh
talking a lot. How are you?
no, dude.
Let's talk
This
about you.
this is exactly what it's supposed to be,
I,
dude. Seriously.
I blab a lot.
No, you're good. The only thing I was gonna say is the way we do it is literally we use Twitch. It records it for you, and we instantly export it to YouTube, and then I
Right.
rip it from YouTube, and I throw it in a an editor set, some type of editor software, and I just edit it there because it records voice, it records the video, and everything. It's a little bit more process of actually getting the video itself,
Right.
but it works pretty good.
So yeah, finally that I finally figured out this Fraps problem. I've slowly I mean, I try to do 3 streamings a week and then maybe one recording.
Yeah,
But like depends on the certain week. Usually I do 2 to 3. Yeah, I'm a busy guy with especially school board stuff. It's
yeah.
once every 2 weeks that I have to go to the meetings. Um, so it's I'm a busy guy with
No,
recording wise and
yeah.
podcasts.
I mean, I'm in the army, so I work from 5 to 5, and I come
Oh
home
wow.
and then I do this. So I feel the pain, but it's definitely a passion, and I can get where
Yeah,
you
just
want to do this
I
because you love
just
doing it.
I figured I was like, well, I still want to. That's why I started the podcast. I was like, I still want to do something radio related since I'm not in college obviously anymore. So I was
Yeah,
like, well, I want to do something podcast related. I was like, well, I could do podcast with the toy soldier thing, and I was like, well, I could still do that with gaming. I could just, obviously, it seems like if you blab a lot, you actually get viewers.
yeah.
It's
It's
like,
weird.
oh, that's perfect because I could blab about a certain game of how to play it,
Yep.
or certain way. You could just talk about your week of saying, yeah, this guy yelled at me at work or something. You get people that are interactive in your chat, and I usually read off chat, so I
Yeah.
usually say, oh, Silent Albie said Scouter, fan of everything, woot woot, I'll repeat. Did Devil 3, by the way, did he die? I'll read off chat.
Yeah.
Just have the people get interactive with
Absolutely.
me, and I can respond to people who are in chat. So obviously they're having a good time. I'm having a good time, and boom,
So
profits.
what's your genre now for video games?
Uh, Indie. Mostly,
Indie.
I've been really loving indie. Actually, since I've been streaming. I mean, indie is amazing. I just love it. Obviously, Don't Starve Together.
Yep.
Don't Starve. I actually produced a video today, or videos today on my YouTube of a Don't Starve Together with my friend Lemon Mod. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but I call him Mod because I
Okay.
don't. It's hard to pronounce his full username, so I just call him Mod, and I just love recording with him. So we have a Don't Starve series that's been he's in school, so there's a lot of time restraints of
Yeah.
recording those videos. But once we do, I enjoy those. So I stream Don't Starve by myself too, or some of my streamers like a fan of every little thing. I'll sometimes play with her. Don't Starve.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll record. I don't know. Obviously I like to talk to somebody before I include them in something because they might not be enjoyed of. I want to hear my voice on a YouTube thing, but
Exactly.
some like Mod for instance, I was like, would you mind recording videos with me? And he's like, yeah. And so yeah, indie and my favorite one of my favorite games is the Stanley Parable. Well,
I don't
my
know if I've
favorite
ever heard
game
of
is
that.
Bioshock Infinite. Oh my God! You need. All right, we're done with this podcast. You need to play that.
I'll check it out right after this.
Right? No, you seriously should.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much now since you didn't play it, but
All right. All right.
it's, it's a story-based indie game, but it's very compelling. It's very good. My favorite game actually is Bioshock Infinite, which is weird because, like I said, I don't do first-person shooters, and that's a first-person shooter game. It'd have to be number one is Bioshock Infinite, number two is Resident Evil 4, another first-person shooter game.
I
So,
hate
but
I hate first person shooters, but my two favorite games are first person
right,
shooters.
my two favorite are first-person shooter. You bet it. Well, technically, Resident Evil is third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Uh, because it's behind Liam.
Yeah.
Is that how I don't remember. It's been a while since I played. Well, no. So Bioshock Infinite was very pretty, very good, and very good storyline. And I didn't play one Bioshock 1 or 2 because I was like, well, I could play Infinite, but I need to play 1 and 2. Uh, see.
Stanley
Um,
Parable represent excellent game. Sorry, interactive narrative.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
see.
yeah, yep,
So, but Bioshock Infinite is great storyline.
yeah,
I feel like the companion part is great too because Resident Evil 4 and Bioshock Infinite have a companion, woman helping you out, or it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a guy, just
yeah.
that companion of here, help. I could help you. Well, Bioshock Infinite was more Booker, catch! Much obliged.
Yeah.
But where Resident Evil 4 was, I'm being eaten alive. Can you please save me? Oh, really, Ashley? I gotta say, like, great.
There's a game
Yeah,
you should check
so,
out. It's in beta right now. It's pretty indie. It's called Dead
mm-hmm.
Before Daylight. You heard of that?
All right. No.
It's pretty cool. So there's it's a five-person team. Well, not team. Five people are playing this game. Four of them are people who are trying to stay alive, but the other person is a killer, and you have to hunt
Uh-huh.
them down. I just recommend checking it out. It looks
It's a
phenomenal.
horror game?
Yeah, it's a horror game, but
All right.
so
All right, I'll make you a deal. You check out the Stanley Parable, and
all
I'll
right,
check out Dead by Daylight.
all
Deal?
right,
All right.
deal, deal.
But the Stanley Parable is probably one of my favorite is my favorite indie game. Uh, like as Silent Adol said, excellent game, interactive narrative. It's very good narrative. The voice is amazing. The soundtrack is by Blake Robinson, and I love his music.
Yeah.
Like I caught on to him because I was like, oh, the soundtrack is actually pretty good. I'll buy um, actually, I got it a free download on his website or something.
Okay.
But I was like, his other music is great. So the music's great. Story, well, I guess you could say there's a storyline. Yeah, there's a storyline, and it just, I hate to, a little spoiler, but it just makes you realize things on video game tropes. Like it just messes with. Oh, you wanna play this game?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna get messed up. You're gonna. It really messes with you,
All
and it's
right.
great about it. Because obviously, someone is a cheater. It's like I just want to win. Boom,
Yeah.
win. But it's like, well, so there's you go through a hallway and there's two doors. There's a right door and a left door, and the narrator says Stanley went to the left door. You're Stanley, so
Yeah.
Stanley walked through the left door, and it's like you could follow the narrator, and then that's the ending, and you're just like, oh, I beat the game, but it's like, and then the real gamer's like, well, what
I'm
about
gonna
the
go
right
through the
door?
right
What
door.
about this way? What about this way? What about so it really messes with. That's a little spoiler. That's all you're getting from me. You really need to play the
All right.
Stanley Parable,
All
but
right.
Stanley Parable is great. I've been playing Prison Arc. Well, I kind of played Prison Architect
I
here
love
and
that
there.
game. I love that game. I've been playing
Um,
that.
that's an indie game. I guess Rocket League is kind of indie.
It's indie-ish.
Um,
It's becoming mainstream now, though.
Indie-ish. Yeah, yeah, it is kind of mainstream. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it,
Listen,
buddy.
listen to us, hipsters.
Right. I found out Rocket League before it was cool. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
so no, I'm just uh, actually, I just bought Parkitect, and I'm just already addicted to it. There's
Parkitect?
also yeah, it's similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon,
Oh,
but basically 10 times better.
I'm
And
interested.
Planet Coaster. It's Planet Coaster is actually uh, from Roller Coaster. It's from the same makers as Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'd actually recommend Parkitect and Planet Coaster.
All right.
Um, so I've been recording Life is Strange because my friend bought me that. So far, it's okay. It's kind of a storyline based game. I haven't
What sucks?
really jumped into it.
What
Yeah,
sucks for me now is I watched a YouTuber play it, and now if I go back and play it, I just
and you ruin everything.
I feel
You
like
know
I'm cheating.
everything.
Exactly. So I'm like
Exactly.
I want to play it so
So
bad,
before
but
you play, So that's the thing with the Stanley Parable too. Don't even watch any videos or anything. Just play it.
All right, all
Just,
right,
just I trust me.
all right.
Actually, yeah. Let's see. Is it still on sale? It might be. Anyways, no, it's not on sale anymore. It's at full price. But even at full price, I guarantee it's worth the $15. It is,
All
at
right.
least for me.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, mostly indie is my forte as of lately, and pretty much since it's just such a good concept games that just like how I just was mentioning this to my coworker
Uh huh.
uh, that you know AAA games try to release stuff before it's released, and then or it's just they don't release anything until that release date. Let's say Fallout 4, for instance.
Yep.
Let's say everyone was all hyped about it and bought it day of, or bought it before it's released pre-sale. um, so they spend $60 and then it's released and it's just bad. It's
Y-
just, well, obviously Fallout 4 wasn't bad, but you know what I
yeah.
mean. There's other games that are AAA that are just they get released and people are hyped and then it turns out it wasn't very good.
You know what did that to me?
Uh,
The Division.
yeah,
I went out and bought the gold edition and everything, $100, and that
yeah,
shit's flopped now. I'm so fucking angry.
right, yeah, I know. So I learned my lesson with what is it? Is where you can jump over roofs and stuff.
Oh, what is that called?
Assassin's Creed
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
There we go. I bought that game. I was like, this looks amazing, great. I bought it day of, and then I didn't play it since because I'm like, okay, you need to take this person from here over there. But guess what? You know how you could climb buildings and walls? Well, guess what? He can't. So you have to travel around, and I'm like, this is dumb.
Yep.
So I'm very eerie about those kind of games. Like, obviously, I wait until it's released. Like Fallout 4, for instance, I waited like a month after it was released. Even Bioshock Infinite, my favorite game, I waited a month. I even watching YouTube videos of like, I suggest like watching 20-minute, introductions of, let's say if you want to buy Bioshock Infinite, just watch 20 minutes of a YouTube video and be like, okay, well, if I like it so far and I want to buy it. So, but the Stanley Parable is so that's why I bought the Stanley Parable just straight up because I was like, there, I just read it and I saw the clip and I actually saw a Nerd Cubed dude.
Okay.
There was actually a demo of the Stanley Parable before it was released. So Nerd Cubed actually did a demo of the Stanley Parable, and I'm like, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then I also played the demo on my own time. If you want, actually, if you don't want to spend money, but play the demo at
Cinema.
least.
All right.
If you
Yeah,
don't,
I'll check that
yeah,
out.
there's a Stanley Parable demo. Um, so you like the demo, then you like the game. So like when I was, for instance, Prison Architect, I watched YouTube videos and I was like, this is amazing already. Like if this is launched today, it'll still be decent.
Yeah.
Such as Architect is still in alpha, but it's just already it's amazing and it hasn't been released yet.
Have you heard of
And
Factorio?
yeah, I played that a little bit.
I, I,
There's
I
a
played the demo, and I'm pretty interested in it, like you said, but I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up.
Right. I played the demo too. Like I did watch some videos and I played the demo and I'm like, maybe on sale kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's on my wish list, but you know, uh, it, I don't know if it's on sale. Maybe I'll buy it. But yeah, there's like certain games where, like you said, like you want to see
See.
some sort of demo or someone else playing it, like
Yep.
Subnautica,
Yep.
for instance, is
Yep.
another game that it seems like, eh, it looks
Exactly.
cool, but I don't know if I'll play it.
Exactly. I'd rather watch someone play that, to be honest with you, than actually
Right?
play it.
Yeah, exactly. So there are certain indie games. So that's what I love about indie games. They're just so driven towards, being good before they're released, and then you could play them before they're released.
What's
Like
your
I said,
opinion? What's your opinion on No Man's Sky?
I haven't played that one.
No, it's okay. If you haven't heard about it, then never mind.
Oh,
It's
I
it's not
think
out yet.
I. Oh yeah, I think I have that actually on my wish list.
It's like the
It looks
space
interesting.
exploration and all that crap.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It looks. I have it actually on my wish list, but it says available August 9th.
I
So
th- I
I
think it's
think
one
I
of
want to see more
those.
about it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's. I think it's one of those that you have to watch because I think it's a little overhyped.
Right.
So
Yeah, it looks pretty and great, but I'm like, what's it about? What's
yep.
just like exploration and stuff. Like, so like I definitely want to wait a little bit for that one. I just was yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what games have you been playing lately?
I myself am a
Destiny.
no, 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 no Destiny. Sorry, anyone who's in chat who likes Destiny, but I am actually a builder, if that makes
Oh
sense to you.
yeah.
So I will play anything that I get to build shit. So like an
So
arc,
you'll
but
like Architect and Planet Coaster then.
oh yeah, absolutely. Like I love. I was just streaming Prison Architect. I'll do Arc, but when I play Arc, I don't care about the dinosaurs. I don't care about anything but building the base.
Mm-hmm. Or you
So
could look into Rust.
Rust,
Or
yeah. I don't have Rust, but that's on my wish list. So
yeah, definitely.
I want to try something. It's a new segment on the show. I was hoping Devil was going to be here. I gave him a little bit longer, but
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna play a little bit of a game.
What
Um,
what way? I'm prepared for
basically,
this.
what I need you to do is I'm gonna give you a title of a movie, and I'm gonna give
Uh-huh.
you how it was translated in a different country, and you have to tell
Okay.
me whether it's true or if I'm making this shit up.
Okay.
Okay? So
Yep.
we're gonna start out. Let me make sure the stream's going on this with the Matrix. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So in France, they translate the Matrix as the young people who traverse dimensions while wearing sunglasses. True or false?
Uh, that's true. I feel like that's accurate.
Correct. All right.
Yeah.
Our next movie title is going to be I don't know if you've ever heard this Leaving Las Vegas. Nicolas Cage, Elizabeth Shue. Don't know the whole premise behind it, but in Japan, they named it I'm Drunk and You're a Prostitute. True or false?
I haven't seen the movie, but I would say Nicolas Cage wouldn't be a drunk person. So I'd say he's not a drunk. Doesn't seem like he could be a good drunk actor. So I'd say that's a false statement.
That is true. A little bit of you don't know the movie, so it doesn't work out as well for you.
But nah, I took a shot in the
Yeah.
dark.
Next movie is called Pretty Woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've seen this movie at least, right?
Oh.
No.
I'm
Oh
very
shit.
bad. Okay, so I'm very bad with movies. I'm
Y-
very
You're
sorry
good.
about
You're
this.
good. It's with
But
Julia
go
Roberts.
shoot with it.
It's with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Um, in China, it's called I'm a Prostitute and You're a Bad Businessman, but We're in Love. True or false?
It sounds true. It sounds like a movie that Hollywood could just bank on.
This is
I'm gonna go
false.
with true.
This is
Dang it.
false.
I'm not very good. I'm good at the first one.
I think you're thinking
Yeah.
too much into it, is what it is.
I know. Well, I just thinking like theoretically,
I
I
just.
would.
Alright. Swingers. I've never heard of this movie. Um, not that hopefully that doesn't give anything away to you, but. So it's a Swingers. I don't know who's in it, but it's called Hey, Where Are the Babies in Sweden? True or false?
That's false.
This is true. This is true. I don't.
Oh,
I don't know why in Sweden they call a movie called Swingers because we all know what swingers are.
right.
As hey, where are the babies? No idea why.
Interesting. It's
Um,
very random.
we got two more here.
All right.
The Sixth Sense. All right. Make sure I get this up. Oh, that's wrong. Give me 1 second. I have technical difficulties here.
It's not like we had any other technical
Right.
difficulties
All right. So the
throughout
Sixth
this
Sense.
entire thing. Well, technically, it was more of a time
Time
screw
hack.
up. So
Yeah, that was a little
Google as well.
ridiculous. All right. So
At
Sixth
least luckily,
Sense.
I'm not. Hmm.
You've seen the Sixth Sense though, right? Or at least know what the premise is. You say no, I'm gonna punch you.
I said no. So.
Ah, you. No, I'm just
Just
kidding.
kidding.
So
I told you.
in China,
Yeah.
it's called He's a Ghost.
Okay.
True or false?
That's true.
This is true. Premise behind that movie
Yeah.
is the kid sees dead people. The guy doesn't realize he's
Oh yeah.
dead, and he goes through thinking he's helping this kid out. In reality, the kid's trying to help him find the light. Really fucked up movie. Yes, he's a ghost. Trying to fucking just gave away the whole
He's a
premise.
ghost.
The whole premise of Sixth Sense is that you don't know he's a ghost, and China is saying he's a ghost. Motherfuckers. So that was that. I think if I would have had Devil on here, he could have played off with you a little bit. I understand you don't know movies, Will. Nothing
Yeah,
against
man.
you.
Sorry.
No, it's nothing against you,
Just,
dude.
luckily, my girlfriend has been trying to get me to watch movies and stuff. So.
Who needs movies when you got YouTube, right?
Right. That's the thing is that I mostly watch YouTube, so that's why I don't do movies.
But
Even like Alien, I watched for the first time like a year ago, and I feel like I should watch. I haven't watched any of the Star Wars. If that makes you look better.
wait. Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah. I watched episode one. If that helps, which it doesn't, because it's the worst one.
All right. Hold on. I need you to just go ahead and there you go. I'm just kidding.
Just
All right,
stop.
now you can
Just,
talk. No, but
just
for real,
stop.
you,
Stop.
you
Just stop. I feel like there was a age there's an age where I should have watched all of the Star Wars and I would have enjoyed it like immensely.
yeah,
But if I
absolutely.
watched it when I'm 26 now, so if I watch it now, I feel like maybe I wouldn't get into it very much. I
Yeah.
mean, I have it on my radar. See what I did there? I have
Yeah.
it on my radar that I want to watch all of them. So besides well, maybe I'll rewatch episode one since
Yeah.
because episode one was released when I was like 12 or 13. So
Those were the worst though. But it's funny that Sergeant Fidget says what he said in chat is because I skipped over it because obviously you were having another time answering them. But Star Wars, I was gonna say in Japan, it was gonna be Star Wars. Brother falls in love with sister because
mm,
in the Star Wars, the brother kisses the sister. It's really weird. So it's kind of funny that Sergeant Fidget said that.
it's
But
hilarious.
yeah, man. I hope you're having a fun time. On the
Yeah,
show.
just
What we're
of course.
what we're trying to do here. I'll give you a little rundown of what we're doing. Is we're trying to create a community, kind of like how you do with your toy soldiers, but
Hmm.
for like gamers, streamers, and game devs. So we're trying to bring everyone together. We can network and connect that way. So if there's anyone that you can think of that would, not necessarily benefit because we're really small still, but who would like to be on the show and who feels like they might be able to help us out or we could help them out, please
Right.
recommend them. You can give them a shout out now if you can think of someone right now.
So that's I was thinking about this because Time Ant did me, but I was like, I'm thinking I rather ask them personally before I say their name. So
Absolutely.
I would say Techie 5,
Okay.
but I don't know if he's up for a podcast. But he's probably like I said, he's helped me out significantly, and he streams as well.
Absolutely.
And like I said, also Toy Soldier. But I don't know if he's. I even tried to invite him to my podcast, and he's like, I don't know.
And that's
So
that's fine, dude. And
yeah,
if you can think of anyone
some
else, whether
people.
it's him or
But
not,
I'll definitely think around and let
absolutely.
you know for sure.
Yeah, man.
But anyone else. But I'll definitely ask around for you.
Yeah, please do. I mean, like Tia or Timat, I guess. She's recommended two people so far. Anything, anyone. If you run across a game developer, we'd be more than happy to have them on the show. We'll talk about their games and whatnot. Um, you know, just kind of what we're trying to go here for. I'm gonna wrap it up here because I gotta help Devil out with his stream, dude, and I hate doing it to
Sure.
you. Um,
No worries. It's good. Thank
but
you for so much for bringing me on.
absolutely,
Again, it's so strange.
I want to bring you back on. I'm gonna extend another invite to you because I want you to talk with Dev because I know he's just came in the chat, but I want you to
uh,
talk with him. I mean, we can keep
See, he
going.
had the right time too. See, it was just
No,
you who
no,
had the wrong
he
time.
went and slept like a motherfucker.
See, he knew it was 3 o'clock my time. See, he knew it.
Yeah, yeah, I knew there was a. Yeah,
No, he's lying to you. Don't believe him,
yeah.
Scooter.
He'd
See,
been
I'm
Scouter.
covering
advertising
you
it the
up.
whole time on his channel. So
Yeah, you're lying.
Anyways, yeah, but I appreciate your time, and we'll definitely talk later, and
Absolutely,
I'll
man.
let you know if anyone that I could think of.
All right,
I'm
dude.
sure there's others that I can't think of right now, but that
is
timing
that
though,
it?
I know, right?
Yeah,
Can we not
That's
pester
it.
him
We're done.
more?
we are. We
No,
mean,
That's it.
no,
uh,
no, no. I disagree. There's pestering to be had here.
we can keep talking, dude. I mean, I know you got to start your stream soon, so that's why I was ending it.
Oh no, I have an hour, and don't worry about it, because that may get pushed back a little bit because I am very ill right now.
Well, Scout, it's
Oh,
on you,
so
dude. If you got something to take care of, or
I got
we can
nothing.
hang out
It's
and
all up
talk.
to you guys. I'm just here because of
I'm
you.
I'm
So
in exactly 0% rush to touch any kind of alcohol right about now.
all right, sounds like we're gonna drink.
So
So you missed it.
yeah.
We just did my game, and Scout
And I
failed
don't
me.
know
He failed me.
any movies.
He doesn't know anything about movies. This guy hasn't even seen Star Wars.
Okay,
Well, seen
okay,
episode one. Seen that one. The
okay.
worst one.
Ask me these questions. Let's go. We'll see.
All right. We're gonna go back over it for you viewers. I'm sorry, you guys know the answers do not help him out. All right, so I'm gonna give you the name of the movie and then the translation. And Scout, you can't help him out either. Um, and I'm gonna give you what country it was translated in and how they translated it. All right.
Okay.
So the Matrix. Picture the Matrix. Okay.
Okay. Oh god.
France translates
Right.
it as the young people who traverse dimensions while wearing sunglasses. True or false? Did I make that up? That's something I would make up, right?
Um. I don't know. I don't know. The French are kind of weird, but I think that's false.
It's true!
That's true.
France translates
It's not
France.
even dimensions.
I'm telling you.
God.
I
I'm
got that
telling
right. See, I'm already winning.
you.
That's the last movie you have to guess.
Winning.
Damn it.
All right. Have you ever heard of Pretty Woman? Pretty Woman.
I don't know if this is a trick question. I don't want to admit to ever watching this.
Okay,
film.
we're just gonna go continue then. All right.
Okay.
In China, they translate it as I am a prostitute and you are a bad businessman, but we're in love. True or false?
I really wish I could have said no to this because I don't really know this film that well. Oh man. I'm gonna say that's false as well.
You're correct. All right.
Although those crazy Chinese.
No.
China is not number one.
No. So here's this one.
America.
You've seen you've seen Sixth Sense at least, right? With Bruce Willis.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Have you or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Sixth
He's
Sense.
a taxi driver.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. So China, he's a ghost.
That's the whole thing. He's a ghost.
Yes.
Um. False.
This is
That's-
true.
That's true. That's
This is
nothing to
true.
do with the thing.
Yes, it is. Do you not know Sixth Sense? Sixth
No.
Sense is where the dude is talking to the little kid. He doesn't realize, he thinks, the kid's freaking him out, and he's actually a ghost because the kid sees dead people. Remember? I see dead
Oh, I
people.
thought that was the other one where he has to take that red-headed woman to somewhere.
Obviously, you guys suck. Alright? You
No,
guys
I
suck.
genuinely thought that was the one where he's the taxi driver, and
No.
he has to go and
No.
take
You
a woman
just
somewhere.
just stop. Just stop.
Oh, I think that could be Fifth Element. Is that Fifth Element?
There's no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Fifth
yeah,
Element.
you're right. You're
Yeah, I
probably all right.
googled that. It's Fifth Element. My bad, guys. I apologize.
It's all right.
Why are you
But yeah, dude,
disappointed, Silent?
I'm disappointed, Scout.
Yeah,
Don't be
I don't know why.
disappointed, Silent.
I don't know why.
What
Wait,
did
so
you
how
do?
many did you get right, Scouter?
He got as many as you did.
Three, two, or three.
Okay.
I
How
wasn't
many more?
keeping
How
track.
many more questions are there?
There's like 3 or 4. I mean, we don't have to do them all.
Whoa. Huh?
We don't have to do them all. Here, watch. You ever seen? You
Oh no,
ever?
I'm just trying to beat him.
Oh, okay. Junior. Junior.
You will.
Have you ever seen this movie, Junior? It's with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he gets knocked up, where he gets pregnant.
Okay. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
In China, son
Who is
of
China?
devil.
Whoa, hold on.
Yep. Yep.
Hold on. So, oh man, I'm not sure I want to get dragged
Am
into
I
this.
trying to play off your name, or is this the real title? That's the question.
Oh, yeah, no, neither.
I'm gonna go with yes.
This is
I
true.
think that's true.
This is true.
It is true.
You are beating Scouter now.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was true because
I'm not that
of
clever. Is that what you're saying? I couldn't think of
no,
that.
Basically,
because
but
I think there's
don't
I
want to say it.
think I could see it translating into that.
Junior into son of devil?
It's not necessarily the title; it's more of the
I know.
aspect of what the film is.
Yeah.
I think they could do that.
How about this one? Home Alone. Smart boy, big trouble in Israel.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say false because I think that'd be too obvious.
How about you,
I think
Scooter?
I think I'm gonna do true.
Oh, Devil's taking the lead some more.
Oh no,
Got him.
Got
I'm
him.
terrible.
We're gonna go ahead and stop there because we don't want to embarrass you anymore. You got any questions for him, Scout? I mean, Devil. He's give you a little recap of everything. This guy does it all.
I do everything.
This guy does it all. He streams, YouTubes, and does a podcast as well. But he does it all the fucking time. It's not like me where I do a little bit of this, a
I
little bit
could
of
be
that.
more. I could be more YouTube though, for sure.
But
I definitely need to post more YouTube stuff.
not.
I did get 50 subscribers, so that was pretty. That's pretty.
But
I'm
not.
serious. I was like, I don't know. I think it was gonna be 5 subscribers, but I got 50.
Hey, it's
That's
legit
still
though. But not only that, he is a member on a school board, so he pretty much is God for all school districts.
little school, just my school district.
For his school district, and then he does security. He does a security job, so he's busy, and he still finds time to do this. So, you got any questions for him?
Oh, yeah, how would you find time to do this? Because all I do is stream, and I don't find time to do this.
Depends on. Okay, so I feel like, well, before I started YouTube and streaming, I feel like there's some. I did watch my one of my first subscribers I subscribed to was probably Yogscast.
Okay.
And I've been seeing their progression through. If you don't know, Shadow over Israfel I actually watched them during Shadow over Israfel as one of their like main things of how they got big. And a lot of questions they get asked is like, oh, what do you give advice to someone who's beginning streaming or well, obviously that's more YouTube, who's starting YouTube and they're like, well, enjoy it, have fun, and you know, if you don't have fun, then then your viewers won't have fun. And so like you gotta be in the mood for it. As weird as that sounds, you just gotta be in the mood for it. Like for instance, like Wednesday, obviously I couldn't do it because of school board, but and then that ended at 10 o'clock at night. So I was like, I kind of feel like playing, but if I'm gonna play, it's only gonna be an hour. But hey, it's an hour. So like, okay, what? Like yesterday, for instance, I was like, I'm in the mood for Flame in the Flood. So I streamed it, and you just have to have that enthusiasm of, okay, I really like this game, and I could tell, I could talk to people saying, this is how I play it, and even though I streamed that game before, you also have to find something else to say about, okay, this is a new feature, or this is, I'm gonna try this strategy of
Yeah.
trying to collect food and stuff. So you gotta have that, I guess, enthusiasm and motivation for it first before you, like during the day during your work hour, just
That's
be
for
like,
sure.
do I feel like when I go home, do I feel like streaming, or do I just want to watch YouTube? Most of the case, it's watching YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why I've only been streaming like 2 to 3 times a week, and recording videos for YouTube is a day a week. Like yesterday, I was like, I was like, okay, the Gamer Nation show will definitely talk about my YouTube, so maybe I should produce a video before before my podcast.
Yeah. No, I totally understand, and with the whole YouTube thing, I don't necessarily watch YouTube too much.
Yeah,
But Netflix, I'm a big killer of, and I'm coming back to streaming full time as of tonight, actually. So believe it or not, if I turn up. So, however, other than the fact that Father the Gamer has been
That's me.
pestering me for weeks on end,
That's me.
basically.
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry,
can
sorry.
interview
There's a
you can
beeping in my
interview
background.
Silent Adult. Actually, Silent Adult. Go
So
Absolutely.
ahead. Sorry.
So other than
Sorry.
Father
Yeah.
Gamer pestering me for like the last weeks on end for me to come back streaming full time and to stream more, which I've been struggling with anyway, I have basically run out of things to watch on Netflix. So,
Well, I do say, yeah, YouTube. And I will
so
say youtube.com/Scouter715 is honestly the best one. I've tried it.
Self promo.
Promotion!
yeah, I'm not a total big fan of watching. I don't even watch my own YouTube videos, you know.
Yeah,
Once
well,
it's
me
been
neither,
edited and
to
stuff,
be
it goes
fair.
up. That's it. That
To
was the
be
last
fair.
time I watched that ever again.
Right.
Um,
I mean, you just gotta, sometimes, I mean, in certain cases, like, when I stream with my friend Mod, usually I do something silly. Like today video, he was on Skype call with me, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." So during the "Don't Starve" music intro, there's like it goes down, down, down. The music plays, so I was singing along to it.
yeah.
So I was like, and I was recording at the time, so I'm like, you know what, this is going in the video. and
Yeah.
and like little silly things like that will get you. I mean, I obviously am not focused on getting views or getting millions of subscribers, but
Oh yeah,
if
no.
I find it like, oh wow, this guy's silly, then I'd watch his stuff more.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't watch my stream then. You won't leave. You won't
Right.
leave.
Right.
Um,
So
we have some interesting things in my stream.
Yep.
you
I have
just gotta,
crazy
yeah,
fun.
yeah, I feel like you just have to find some time in between like your schedule. Obviously you're as extra life, that family and friends and your health comes first. So if you don't feel like streaming, then don't stream. I
Yeah.
mean, there's people who haven't been streaming for a month. Obviously, I'm gonna still I still like their stuff. I'm not gonna leave.
Yeah.
But if it's been like a year, then yeah, maybe I'll leave because
Five
it's
months
like,
for
well,
me.
right. There are certain cases where like one of my favorite YouTubers is Bunsable. He's kind of like a cousin of the Yogscast, like a step cousin that no one knows about.
Okay.
But like I've been loving his stuff, and he's been just offline for like probably 6 months of YouTube and streaming, and he streamed 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm hyped. So like, so like if you really really love somebody, just stick with them sometimes, and then
And I think
that's
that's
my
something.
case.
No, yeah, that's something Devil was going through. Like I said, I pushed. I've been really pushing him. He had like 5,000 some followers, right? And that's a lot for Twitch. And he had
Considering I'd
some
only
issues
been
come up.
streaming for 2 months on that account.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he had issues that came up, and he had to take a break. And like you said, he was gone 5 months, and he lost literally half his followers. So
Lost just over 3,000 follows.
it was a big
Now,
hit for him. I had, and what you're saying is exactly like what I told him is like, you gotta. There's that core that's still there. They just don't know
hmm
you're there, so you have to get back into streaming. Otherwise, you're never gonna be there. So
Yeah,
exactly. Well,
I've
there's
attempted to reach it back, to try and get as many people as possible, and
right.
it's difficult because the only way I could
Yeah.
contact them was basically through me streaming,
hmm
and that's not necessarily a happy medium for some people now because they just don't check, they don't get no notifications. So
Right.
yeah, it's kind of, but Discord is surprisingly
Right.
a very
Honestly,
useful tool for streaming.
right. That
yeah,
too. I feel like everyone's going into the Discord thing as well. Like
I,
everyone's getting away from Skype because
yeah,
Skype is not as quality
Oh,
that that
connection
I've
stability.
never trusted
that
Skype.
and TeamSpeak is good, but
TeamSpeak's
at
good
the
too.
end of the day, it's being hosted on someone. This is literally just on the internet. No one's
Right.
hosting it. It can't really crash unless their servers go down.
Right. I feel like honestly for me, the people who come back are more valuable than new people.
Yeah,
Because, for instance, the fan of every little thing, mod actually, and fan of every little thing, have been constantly every almost I would say every time. Well, mod has been coming less, but fan of every little thing and mod have been mostly coming back to watch my stream. Like those people, you could get people to follow you or subscribe, but I rather people come back and enjoy themselves again,
yeah,
and then
absolutely.
talk to you in chat again.
And
Like if I only have mod and a fan of every little thing, I'll
yeah,
be or either one, I'll be happy. Like if they show up, I'm like, okay, cool. Like this is gonna be a great stream.
yeah,
I don't care if I don't get any more followers. I don't care if there's certain people that are committed to you that
and and
I rather have than new streamers because you could have
yeah,
those new streamers who I'm giving a giveaway today.
yeah,
Scouter so Five is giving a giveaway, and then people just click that follow button and for
and
the giveaway, and
and
that's it. They'll never come back.
and that what
Yeah.
you just said is exactly what we're trying to make here in the Gamer Nation is
Right.
where we're not again, what I'm trying to say is like, we're close knit and we're going to each other's streams constantly. We're there like Ghost. He's been really active in my streams. He's been really active in these, in our show. So he's like, the silent adder and the fan of games, right? I think is his name. I can't remember now. Fan of everything. He's like that to you, to me. So I completely understand what you're saying. Those are the guys that are important.
And Silent Daddle has been a friend of mine. Actually, he does a blog that I actually am helping him with that too. So I'm doing that as well. Like I submitted there's another game called The Beginner's Guide, who's the
Hmm.
same makers as the Stanley Parable. I sent him an article because he's doing like an article thing per week. So
Okay.
Silent Daddle sometimes streams with me, and I sometimes I obviously he helps me out with certain things, and I'm helping him out. So like, having those connections are really fantastic.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you got any questions for us, I mean,
Or
or Devil, if you can think of anything else you need.
So how did you guys get into streaming and stuff? I mean,
Oh gosh.
how did you start this? How did you feel like, oh, I want to make this community of people that
So
aren't whatever you first
it kind of
gamers?
the story we were
Those are
talking about before.
that was
Um,
a couple of different questions.
yeah.
But you may have to round that down a little bit because
Okay, so
how.
how did you how let's start with how did you start with just doing these things at the start? How did you
Okay.
how did you
You want to start? You want me to start?
oh I want to do this.
I Yeah, I guess I could explain.
Okay.
Um, Basically, I used to be co-owner of a website that used to help out streamers and stuff, and they're now quite successful. They screwed me over, and I mean they owe me quite a fair bit of money. They screwed me over and
Oh wow.
basically um, decided that I was no longer owner, basically without
That's,
without even letting me know. Um, but the whole aspect of the website is to help streamers and help people grow, help them get their name out there. And
mhm.
I still wanted to do that, so I kind of came up with a name over a course of a couple weeks of Game Nation. Well, Game Nation's been around for a while. It just hasn't really done much of anything because I haven't had the enthusiasm, the impact to try and do it, as you can imagine after being fucked over by people. Um, so it wasn't until I basically decided to start coming back into streaming that I started to pester Farley. Me and him had some heart-to-heart conversations before, and I needed somebody to help me make a video. Basically, I have a quite very deep and open video that is out there somewhere on the internet, on my YouTube actually, somewhere on the internet. Ooh. Um, that basically explains like about my life, pretty much everything that's happened to me over the last few years. Some of it is very personal and difficult to talk about.
Mhm.
So it was kind of my interview, basically. Well, at the end of this video, we actually talk about doing this, about us about us
Starting a podcast.
starting the podcast and interviewing other streamers and trying to get their names out there. And that is basically how it spun off. And we recorded this on a Friday, right?
Mhm.
And the following Monday, we were doing our first interview.
Yep.
um, like we kind of ran with it,
Literally,
basically.
I told Devil when we were done with it after we talked. I'm like, you know what? I really think we should do this. And then after we did the first one, and we saw kind of how it was developing, we decided to really make it a community. And you know, as I've already explained like 3 times in this podcast, how we want to do
Okay.
it. So
Are you guys with Extra Life as well, or no?
we are not affiliated with them. The reason why we're not is we don't really know how we would really
Do
play
it.
into how they do it. So I'm in
Right.
cahoots with a few other people I'm talking to. One of them's called Operation Supply Drop. Being in the military, like I said, they help a lot of veterans. I haven't told really Devil this, so it's probably the first time he's heard of it. But I've been talking with them, so I'm trying to see if we can get a partnership with them, or oh, today's podcast is brought to you by Operation Supply Drop.
Right.
So there's that. And then we I think what's the one that you wanted to do, Devil? There's one I thought you wanted to do. I can't remember.
I don't know. There's like 400 charities
Yeah,
I need to do.
but we
It's
really
hard.
want, but we fully support everything with that Extra Life does, and on our website, it's one of the things on our website, that we support. So it's
Yeah, I agree. I would like to be able to do stuff for Extra Life. The only issue I personally would have is I'm from the UK,
yeah,
so obviously Extra Life wouldn't be anything to do with me. It wouldn't be my hospitals. It wouldn't be anything like that. Um, so I would have to do it for somebody else, if that makes sense. It's the same with Fadley here. He's also, although he's American, is not in the US. Um, so it would come down to us then having to find a way around that because it's all based on location wise. So I'm sure if we spoke to someone and said that we wouldn't mind doing some streams and actually I mean, I have no problem with sitting here and interviewing every single extra life
Yeah.
person, because the fact is they're obviously doing stuff for charity,
Yep.
and I don't I don't feel like there's anything better than trying to do charity streams and stuff. Um, I may actually be streaming for Extra Life next weekend.
Oh shit.
I'm doing a
Oh
24-hour
wow!
stream. Uh,
I was just drinking water, and that was the worst time for you to announce that. I
Yeah.
was like, oh yay!
I'm doing a 24-hour stream next
Oh, yeah,
weekend
fantastic.
of a game called State of Decay, which I've been
Oh,
talking to the actual company that developed it. Um, and I was talking to them, and they suggested that I could do it for a charity. So I haven't actually put pen on paper for a charity yet, but I'm thinking it could be Extra Life. I just need to, I know enough Extra Life gamers that if I speak to them and try and get them to put me in somewhere, put me on the team,
mhm.
um, I can get that working, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
It's
Yeah,
just not
man.
being planned yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, dude.
Devil, what's it? What? Oh, never mind. Got it. Nothing.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you what is your Twitch because I'm following you guys as we speak.
Yeah, guys.
But I
If
found it.
you are
So
in the
look, you're
chat,
doing self promotion.
That was the easiest question I've ever answered.
All right.
if you guys are in the chat and you haven't followed the GN show yet, please do so. Um, even though Scout
Yes,
just hit
please.
on it, at 40 followers, we're gonna do a giveaway. Um,
Ooh.
it's just a random Steam code.
Click that follow button
So
then.
please hit the follow button, guys. It's much appreciated. That way you can know when we're going live with our next guest, of which is a good friend of just recently, named Silverbane. He's a good streamer, and he's become a pretty good friend. So
Fantastic. Man, I would love to watch that. See
Well,
if I'm helping.
yeah, see, even Scout wants to,
Oh
watch
no,
it.
yeah, that's why I
So
followed you guys. I mean,
ex-
this is what even this is why I picked Extra Life too. Is that everyone supports each other, and
yep,
like time at like giveaway Scrag. Time at is helped me like got me on this show, and then
yep,
it's like and then you guys are taking your time out of your schedule to listen to this guy blab about whatever. And so I should follow you as well. So I
Hey,
followed you guys. So
hey,
we're good.
I crawled out of my physical deathbed to try and
to
come
do the
here.
podcast.
Yeah,
And I covered you. I was like, yeah, see, he got the wrong time too.
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, that's
Or
lies.
he got the correct time too.
yeah.
I was like,
Because I mean, I actually messaged him earlier, on Discord, hoping to talk to him before this stream, because I had something I wanted to ask him. Basically, I was going to try and get him to help me troll you, Farley.
Oh,
And unfortunately, he obviously didn't see my message in time. But yeah, my intention was we were going to troll you somehow this stream.
I can't be trolled. I'm untrollable. It says
Oh
I
no,
have
me and
multiple. I
you.
got multiple recordings of Troll messaging me to troll him. I got it.
No,
that wouldn't be very
you
nice.
were going to troll Farley.
Okay, yeah, I'm up for that.
No,
Um,
Silver, if you're
but
listening, do not troll me. Do not troll me, Silver. I will kill you.
oh, it's Silver next week, isn't it?
I swear to God, Devil, I will kill you.
Yeah, you say this every time.
But Yeah.
Surely alcohol's gonna beat you to it.
Yeah. Probably.
I'm trying to eat some food right now.
Um,
Oh man. So I don't know about you. I need to put my kids to bed. So unless you guys need me, I'm gonna go deaf mute for a minute, and I'll be right back.
okay.
Okie
Y'all,
dokie.
you good? I'm
Are you
sorry.
on?
I'm sorry. Be right back.
Am I still gonna be on?
No, yeah, you're good. You're good.
This is awkward.
Are we live?
We are still
Are we
live.
live? Are we live right
Oh
now?
my God, are we? Yes, you guys are
Are we
still.
doing this? Are we doing this podcast right now?
You guys are still good. I have to step away. Is all I'm saying. All
All
right.
Did we
right, sounds
start?
good.
All right.
Did
Be
we
right
start
back.
already?
BRB.
So we're just gonna be kind of sat here like,
Alright,
well,
so
we kind of ran out of things to talk about, but let's fill in the last 10 minutes of this.
we got
this
this.
video.
That's perfect. I could blab for 10 minutes. We're good.
Hey, go ahead, sure. Hey,
All right.
he's not here right now. Let's discuss.
Let's
how
talk
we
about
control
him. Right. Okay, go. Boom. What do we got?
You know, I was kind of hoping you would have something.
You can't do this to me. You can't just be like, yeah, let's troll him, and then you
Hey,
don't
I
have any
just wanted to
ideas.
troll him. I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Oh, okay. How about when he comes back, try to not say anything wrong. Just be quiet or something.
Yeah, but then we
That's
won't know if when he's come back until he heard
He
us
says
talking.
that's true. Dang.
Unless we could pretend that he's having internet problems and we
Alright.
could just do the whole.
Or say like we can't hear you or anything. What? I can't. Are you saying something?
Yeah, but then how are we gonna know he's back if we can't?
Well, he'll
hear
say,
him?
well, he's back, and then we'll be like, welcome back, and like, and then stuff like that, and then all of a sudden be like, oh,
What? And then
hello,
just pretend we
hello,
can't hear him.
hello. Ask him a question, like, and then
We
you
could
know,
totally
Father
do this.
Gamer, are you there?
Yeah.
What? I can't hear you. Yeah,
Can you?
let's do that.
We could.
I got
We
this.
could totally do this.
I got this.
We.
Chat, chat, don't do anything. I'm trusting you, chat. I'm watching chat. I'll ban you. I can't have that authority, but I'll ban you somehow.
I'm pretty sure I have that authority.
Right. Devil will no, we're not that mean.
Devil will whip out the hammer.
The hammer.
Hey guys. You guys.
Hey, how's it going?
You guys are assholes. You're
Oh.
lucky. You guys are assholes. I didn't deaf mute and I left my headphones on, and you guys are some motherfuckers.
Damn it.
I heard that whole conversation. We're gonna do this and that. You
Well, at
fuckers.
least we tried. But that didn't last long anyways, so we don't have to ban hammer anyone in chat, so we're good.
Oh god, you guys are
Damn it.
dicks.
See, you could have invited anyone else, but you gotta invite me.
But all right, we're about to hit the 2 hour mark on this stream.
2
Um,
hours.
Yeah,
Whoa, where have I been?
we started on time. So and
You're not like some people.
all right, we were more like an hour and a half. I was talking in chat for about 45 minutes waiting for people, but no big deal. No big deal.
Playtime, Matt.
But yeah, for reals, should have counter trolled. You're right, Sergeant Fidget. I thought about it as I was hearing it, but I didn't know how I was gonna do it. But yeah, so I forget what I was gonna say. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, guys. Any closing statements?
Ask you something? How do you feel about have you guys had a different crowd of people with swearing or not swearing? Because I'm more of a I've been trying. I've actually been swearing a little bit more lately of streaming and recording YouTube. But
Okay.
have you found out that maybe people who swear have a better audience or a different audience? Or
Oh,
have
wow.
you noticed that? Yeah, that's a tough question, and we're just ending. But
I used to.
like when I was doing this, when I was thinking about this interview, I was like, can I swear and stuff? I was like, no. I'll just not
We're
swear
mature.
when
We are a mature audience podcast.
Right.
We've talked about
Hosts are not mature.
We talk, yeah, we talk a lot about a lot of things that are weird and
We
not
I
want to
don't.
for
make sure
kids.
that we've got ourselves covered. I'd much rather
Right.
not get banned,
Yeah,
Right.
uh,
Exactly.
but
But
accidentally saying something.
but when
right.
Um,
go ahead.
I've streamed because I stream a lot of games that you would expect to be um, quite PG, like Unturned, Minecraft, that kind of thing, where you kind of expect a younger audience. Now, I have streamed without swearing, um, and to be honest, it's I never have really seen it as a big deal.
Right.
People kind of expect you
Not swear.
well, I mean,
When it comes to like shooting games for me, I was just like, I swear, like, because I get frustrated with certain
yeah,
games that just, but
I'm
something
pretty sure
happens.
half the reason people watch my stream is because they like me derping and like
Right.
going crazy and yeah. I feel like if I had to
See,
try and put pressure on myself to not do it, it would
it's gonna be
lose
hard.
its originality and
Right.
it's how fluid and easy it is for me to stream because I'd be sat there the whole time trying not to do something
Mm-hmm.
that comes natural to me. So I guess
Definitely
it
fine.
also depends on your personality. I mean, if you're horrible with it, like if you're
I don't care.
wearing
I
out
don't give. I don't give
like
a fuck.
every time you
Seriously.
stream, then yeah,
Right.
it's an issue. But
Yeah,
if it's just a fuck I died or something like that, then
Right.
yeah, I don't really see a difference. But
motherfucking cunt ass bitch slut
yeah,
whore.
I
Yeah.
I have
See that. I wouldn't be
I
okay
have
with.
seen some streamers like that, and I've watched them lose like 50 viewers.
Yeah. I mean, I just gotta train myself. I mean, when I was in the radio show, I obviously I forced myself not to swear, and then it kind of came a keen. But when I started streaming, I'm like, should I just keep this going? I'm like, might as well. That way, I could get a variety of audiences of young people and old people, and just, I mean, if I swear to half of this, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't stop it. Like I said, shooting. If it comes with shooting and I die, and I'm like, fuck, and then nothing.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, oh shit, So when it comes with like more aggressive swears, then I kind of be like, all right, even in my chat, I'll like silence people who say, the c word or something sexual related. It's like, I'm gonna do this with this, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's kind of
the chat
aggressive. Like,
the chat to me is a different
it's a
atmosphere to
different
me. Be-
entity.
yeah,
Right.
because in the chat, no one wants to read someone saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck your mom" or whatever. It's,
Right.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
banned someone from my stream earlier for saying that,
I
didn't you?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, some troll was, messing around in Devil's Stream, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. I know no one wants to see
Right.
that because people are
But
in there.
you
People are
as a
there.
streamer wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me because I'm over here cussing, but like, I'm not going to read that comment if someone's like, oh, blah,
Right.
blah, 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 and no one wants to read that. The chat is there to communicate to me and to communicate to each other, so no one
Right.
wants
To be
to.
honest, that troll was trolling himself, saying he wanted to fuck my mum off.
Right.
Welcome,
That's,
enjoy yourself.
yeah.
But
That's fine.
that's
All
just
right.
me.
Interesting. All right. There. Boom. 10 minutes. There. Now we could end it.
All right. All right, guys. Any closing statements, though? I know you had the question, but anything you want to
I
state?
like long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners, and poking dead things with a stick.
There you go.
Is that
That's
good?
actually
Yeah.
exactly what we're looking for.
All right. Your turn.
Dev,
Uh-oh.
you got anything?
Um, I'm just warming up my vocal cords, ready for the outro music.
You're gonna love this, Scout. All right,
All right.
guys. That concludes the Gamer Nation show. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a damn thing.
That's my favorite price.
Exactly. And if you have not hit the follow button on our, don't forget Twitch is technically 18%. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right, Adel. But yeah, anyways, if you are still on YouTube, go to our Twitch, follow us, so you know when we're gonna do another stream. If you're watching this right now and you still have not followed, first of all, you're an asshole. Second of all, hit that follow button. We love you guys. We're gonna go ahead and play this outro music. Ready for this?
Let's do it.
Do, do, do,